My name is Gwen Duffy, and I love teaching people about natural ways to take care of themselves. I love doTERRA, the company that I represent, because their products are safe and effective, and also their mission in the world from the very beginning has been to benefit people on both sides of the bottle. That means we get the very best products, but the places we source our oils from get a huge benefit from the way doTERRA treats them. They call this their co-impact sourcing. And you can actually go on YouTube and type in doTERRA and co-impact sourcing and watch some amazing sourcing videos. Bring your tissues though, because they're pretty heartwarming. The other thing I love about this company is their science and research. Every recommendation that they make is heavily researched, and there's so much science behind it that you can trust it. So what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to share my screen and teach you a little bit about just some really remarkable ways of taking care of yourself as you get older. So today we're going to talk about the best way to support your body as you get older. It's proactive healthcare, and it can make all the difference in how you age. We're led to believe that we have no control over what happens to us as we age, and I don't believe that's true. I'll talk more about why in this class. I'm going to go over what is metabolism and why should you care about it? What's the relationship between health span, biological aging, and metabolic health? And I'm going to offer you some tools to slow the signs of biological aging and put more life in your years. So doTERRA actually has 3 ways to support your body and help you heal. The first is lifelong vitality supplements and all of their other supplementation. And this supports cell structure and function by giving you nutrition to all your body systems. The key is that it's natural and your body can actually absorb it. Most supplementation on the market today is not. 2, essential oils. Essential oils support your cells and helping your body stay healthy. We can use them when things happen on a daily basis. Think of it as natural medicine. And then 3, MetaPower, which optimizes the effectiveness of your metabolism. So today we're going to be focusing on MetaPower. So this is my family. This is the reason why I do everything to help keep myself healthy. I have 6 grandchildren, my husband, of course, they have parents, but I want to be as active and as vibrant and as able to participate in all their lives for as long as I can. And so that really motivates me to do things in a natural way to help my body stay strong. I'm 69 years old. I take no medicine. And I'm really, really happy with how my life feels compared to what it was 10 years ago. So, question for you. I want you to take a look at these 6 areas. We have a tendency in our culture when somebody says, how are you doing? We kind of just go, oh, I'm fine. But for a minute, I want you to just look at each of these categories and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, not to be judgmental, but just to give you some information on how your body is doing overall. So energy, how do you feel late in the afternoon? Are you sluggish? Weight, are you happy with where you are? Mood. Does it fluctuate more than you would like it to? Sleep. Are you getting enough good quality restorative sleep every day? Clarity and brain fog. Is it hard to stay on task and remember things that are important? And 6, stress. Do you feel overwhelmed and crushed by all the things you need to do? And you might be asking, why does this even matter? The reason is that these are all indicators of an unhealthy metabolism, and they impact your body's function. So it might surprise you to know that only 6% of the population has good metabolic health. And that means that most of us don't. And even those who enjoy good metabolic health, they may not have the tools over the long haul to stay there. This is a health crisis in America, and it isn't addressed enough. Medicine takes stabs at issues and gives us medication that targets symptoms rather than dealing with the root cause. And many times they come with unwanted side effects. How many of you thought that good metabolic health was either about losing or gaining weight? And I'm raising my hand because I honestly thought the same thing until I started to learn more about this health crisis. So let me tell you about what metabolism is and what it actually does affect. Good metabolic health means your body can digest and absorb nutrients from food with healthy, stable levels of blood sugar, blood fat, and insulin. Fluctuations are natural, but it's important to avoid big spikes, which can contribute unfavorably in the long haul. As you age, so does your metabolic function. It influences your energy, your weight, your body composition, your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your sleep, how you look, and your cognitive performance. So how many of you have heard that our age depends on our family genes, that it's all genetic? For years, we've followed this thought process. But I want you to think about if you've ever been to a class reunion, especially as we're older, And you show up and you look around and you see someone and you go, whoa, what happened to them? Because they look way older than you do. Or you see someone else and you think, dang, they look good. So many factors play a role in this, and none of them really have anything to do with family genes. Genetics loads the gun, but it's lifestyle choices that pull the trigger. Each person's metabolic health is influencing whether they're a whoa or a dang. So what do we do? So these are the 5 pillars of metabolic health: healthy eating, daily movement, healthy connections, stress management, and smart supplementation. Small, consistent changes in each of these areas over time will give you significant improvements in your overall metabolic health. So I'm going to have you watch a video by Dr. Russell Osguthorpe, who's the Chief Medical Officer of doTERRA, and he does a really good explanation of metabolic health and why it's important.
Hi, I'm Dr. Russell Osguthorpe, and I'm so thrilled to talk with you about health span. Just to be clear, health span is not the same thing as lifespan. Lifespan is the number of years we live, whereas health span is the number of years we live healthy. Now, I know that many of you have seen this graph several times, but it is so important to our understanding of the MetaPower system that I'm going to go into greater detail than we ever have before. Because if you understand this graph, you'll take MetaPower the rest of your life and be able to share it more effectively with others. If we consider our lifespan, the number of years we are alive, on the horizontal axis here, and our health span, the quality of our cognitive and physical performance on the vertical axis here, we can draw a curve that represents what naturally happens to our health span as we age, shown here in gray. However, the reality is we live in an incredible time where medicine and science can extend our lives. This dark blue line represents what happens when we use the best of medicine to try and manage issues related to a poor lifestyle. As these interventions improve our numbers, like blood sugar, blood pressure, and lipids, we can gain a modest amount of health span and lifespan. But what is staggering to me is how little benefit is derived from decades of this type of management. Look how close that blue line is to the gray line. It's incredibly minimal. As we near the end of our life on the blue line, you can see how through heroic use of life-extending medical technology, we can extend an individual's lifespan by a few years. But look at the quality of life that person is experiencing. Our lives might be extended by these heroic medical efforts, but one could argue that they are not enriched. Finally, let's look at the orange line. This is more typical for master athletes and people stacking healthy lifestyle habits consistently throughout their lives. What is most impressive about this group of people is that health span and lifespan can both be significantly improved. People who optimize their metabolism through daily exercise, diet, relationships, stress management, and of course smart supplementation can not only potentially live longer, but add life to those years. Here's my dream, my why for my health span. Well into my 90s, I want to be able to spend a day, many days, out fly fishing with my posterity. I'd be able, on any of those days, to back my truck down the ramp, unload my drift boat, launch that boat, and then row that boat myself all day long. Watch my kids and posterity catch boatloads of fish. And then at the end of my life, I'd go home from a day of fishing, enjoy dinner with my family, and peacefully pass away in my sleep. That would be a health span that matches or equals my lifespan. Let me show you how that works. Let's assume that here on the vertical axis, we have 100% quality of cognitive and physical health during young adulthood. Now let's draw a line across this chart at 50% function. This is the stage of physical and cognitive health span where we are still capable of caring for ourselves, still living independently. We might not be running a 10-minute mile anymore, but we are probably able to walk a brisk 15-minute mile without difficulty with our kids or grandkids. Said differently, above this line, you can still do the things you want to do, although you might notice slight declines in your performance as you age closer to that 50% line. Below this line, living independently becomes more difficult due to cognitive decline or having enough physical strength and stamina to perform our daily activities. Now, if we continue that line at 50% function across the chart, look at where it intersects the blue line versus the orange line. This is what you need to understand. Look at what you can gain when you optimize your metabolism. Look at those years. But more importantly, look at the life that is added to those years. Currently, in North America, toward the end of our lifespan, we spend about 8 years, sometimes as many as 15 years, dealing with challenges that take away our quality of life and lower our health span. We can't always have a health span that lines up perfectly with lifespan, but we can certainly do better. Our lifestyle choices can extend our health span, full stop. When we combine a mindful and consistent approach to our diet, movement, stress management, relationships, and smart supplementation, we can maximize all the efforts we make in improving our lifestyle and then reap the benefits for all of our years to come. There are no magic paths to achieve this goal of prolonged health span. It will require serious effort by teams of caring and coordinated people. That is what we excel at. Have you helped people change their lives with doTERRA essential oils? MetaPower will now allow you to impact not only individual lives, but generations. Here's the even better news. It does not matter where you are on the curve or how old you are when you start. Any lasting efforts made by an individual to make improvements in their lifestyle will reap tremendous benefits for years to come.
So I love the great medical support behind everything that doTERRA does. And Dr. Osgathorpe is quite a remarkable person. This is doTERRA's wellness pyramid. And this is something from the very beginning, doTERRA was a wellness company. And so they wanted to help teach people foundations so that they can live a healthy lifestyle. So the bottom, the basis of it is nutrition and digestion. The one we're talking about now, the second level, is movement and metabolism. And then we have rest and management stress, or managing stress, reducing toxicity. And those are kind of things you have control over very easily if you're using doTERRA products. And then we moved into informed self-care and also proactive medical care when you need it. So we're talking about movement and metabolism. And I want to just remind you that movement is so key in areas of our life. And so my challenge to you is to check in with how much are you moving every single day? And ideally try and get your heart rate up to a workout range for a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes a day. And wherever you are, just start small and just start increasing that. So the next slide is actually just a video of some testimonials of what people are finding in the effectiveness of using MetaPower.
Here's what I think is really cool about these products. They will support every person in going to their next level.
Throughout life, we're all going to face different challenges and struggles. And for me, what I realized that when life was hard, when I was struggling, I would go to food to comfort me. And the difference for me that I've realized is that I'm not going to the chocolates. I'm not going to the pizza.
I found that when I do have those cravings, just chewing the gum or grabbing a couple of beadlets completely takes that away. And it's even gotten to the point where things that I normally would enjoy are almost too sweet for me now. It's like my body has just realized that we don't need that level of sugar intake.
Even if you don't know what changes you want to make within your health, these tools are going to help your body go there.
One of the things I've loved about this experience has been the quicker recovery after exercise. I've noticed after lifting or running that I recover much quicker, and I've really felt a lot stronger in the gym. Exercise just feels easier and I feel ready for it, and I don't need as long of a recovery time, so I'm able to go back a lot sooner.
With MetaPower, I have so much energy. I sleep so great. My body is listening and moving in ways that it hasn't in years.
I got the products during my trip that I take every summer out to see my family. We were staying up late playing night games with my family the night before at our family reunion and all of this stuff. And that whole next day on my drive home, I didn't have to stop and get any caffeine to help stay awake. Like, I just felt this sustained energy throughout that whole day when normally that would have knocked me out.
I'm so much happier during the day because I feel rested. I feel like my brain is actually functioning the way it's supposed to, and I can think clearly.
My sugar cravings are down, and so I am enjoying food better, like real good food. And I literally feel young. I can't even put an age on it. I just feel young.
So we're going to move into the star of the show here, the MetaPower system. And this is a system that ideally is taken together because it gives your body all the support that it needs for overall metabolic health. But you also can pick and choose which parts of it are important to you. So this is the most tested, longest studied product that doTERRA has ever released. It's been in production for the last 5 years, getting ready for today, or getting ready for now. The reason why it took so long is doTERRA had looked into the market and realized that nothing out there was giving what we needed to have overall metabolic support. There were people taking stabs at little sections of it. So it's designed to work together to give you the best overall support for your cardiometabolic health. Nothing is like it. And it's not just targeting one area of healthy aging, it's supporting your overall metabolic health. And when your metabolic health improves, all of your test results, plus how you feel, is going to be improved. So let me break it down for you. So the first part of it, and this is the basis for the whole system, is the metabolic blend. And this is a proprietary blend of doTERRA's. They used to have a product called Slim and Sassy, which has been reformulated and is showing remarkable results. So it includes grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark essential oils in a specific formulation. When it's used internally, the blend helps to manage hunger throughout the day, but also supports healthy metabolism. And how you use it, you just put it in your water. You can put it on your hands and cup your hands and breathe them in if you're feeling a little bit hungry. You can mix it with a carrier oil and massage it into your belly fat areas. You can take it internally in a capsule or in just right out of the bottle to take it internally. Now, the system, when you buy the system, it also comes with the same oil in capsules, in beadlets, and in a gum. So you can kind of use the way that you need to use it to figure out what works best for you. So here's the thing with the other thing I like to do is I dry brush. So I have a dry brush in my bathroom that I use all the time, that I just, before my shower, I'll put a few drops on my brush and just brush those areas. So that's the MetaPower oil blend. Now, here's like the most amazing thing that this blend does. This is different from when it was Slim and Sassy. When they did some studies on the combination of these oils, what was remarkable is if you take a look at our fat cells, which are in our blood, right? On the left side is what the fat cells look like before MetaPower dosing. And on the right side is after MetaPower dosing. So which way do you want your fat cells to look? Like, this is amazing to me that it has that impact. And so one of the things that I learned throughout this was that we have the same number of fat cells in our body. We lose about 10% every year and we gain 10% new ones, but they don't increase as how we gain weight. They plump up as how we gain weight. So if every year those 10% of your fat cells are dying off, if you're using MetaPower on a regular basis for the new cells that are coming in, just imagine what the impact could be on that. So that's the MetaPower oil. So the second is the MetaPower Assist. Now, this is a powerhouse supplement. It's a capsule form, and what it basically does is it turns fast carbs into slow carbs. And here's how blood sugar works. Most of us think that elevated blood sugar is only affecting type 1 and type 2 diabetics, but this isn't the case. Every single one of us can experience blood sugar spikes, especially when we aren't eating whole, nourishing foods. And so every time your blood sugar spikes, you age. That stinks, but it's true. We also need to remember that chronically elevated blood sugars contribute to cravings, inflammation, weight gain, and insulin resistance. And having your body go through this blood sugar roller coaster every day puts a lot of wear and tear on it. So can you think of a time when you woke up and you ate an amazing breakfast of healthy fats and protein, like maybe eggs with some avocado, and then think of another time when you woke up and maybe had a big stack of pancakes with syrup. Pancakes probably made you feel really tired, but the eggs probably made you feel like you were ready to go. And that's an example of how elevated blood sugars can affect your mood and energy for the rest of the day. So this little capsule, taken correctly, which is usually the best way to take it is before your highest carb meal of the day, can help correct that roller coaster that we often go through when our blood sugars are elevated. So these are some of the hero ingredients that are in this MetaPower Assist. And I would suggest, especially with the berberine and the mulberry leaf extract, that you do some research and see what some of the benefits are, because I'm going to give you a few of them, but there's so many more. Mulberry leaf works to slow the absorption of carbs and promotes healthy regulation of blood sugar levels. Mulberry leaf also helps improve eyesight, nourishes the liver, may help lower blood pressure, cholesterol, and inflammation. Berberine decreases insulin resistance, making the blood sugar lowering hormone insulin more effective. It increases glycolysis, which helps the body break down sugars inside the cells. It decreases sugar production in the liver. It slows down the carbs in the gut, the breakdown of carbs in the gut, and it increases the number of beneficial bacteria in the gut. Pretty remarkable. Now, again, you would take this ideally once a day with your highest carb meal. MetaPower Advantage with MNN. Now, this is amazing, and many of you may have some experience with collagen, but there's so many collagen on the market, and you won't find anything even close to what doTERRA has created. It's more than just collagen. It's unbelievable, actually. So let's first talk about what's in it. Most collagen on the market has 1 to 2 types of collagen. Advantage has 9 different kinds of collagen, along with resveratrol, sea buckthorn, NAD, NMN, biotin, liposomal vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid. So let me just talk a little bit about the benefits of this. So the collagen types, as I said, there's 9 types of collagen, absorbable collagen. It's really what sets it apart from everything else on the market. And here's what some of them are, or here's what they are. Type 1 is for skin beauty. That's what most collagens on the market target. Type 2 is bone protection. It's the main component of cartilage. Type 4 is for dermis and epidermis, malleability, elasticity, and resiliency. Type 5, it stabilizes type 1 and type 2 collagen. Type 6 stabilizes muscle function, cell membranes, inhibits cell apoptosis, oxidative stress. Type 9 is cartilage, growth plates, joints, and discs. Type 25 supports normal brain aging. Type 1A2 supports elastic fiber formation and connective tissue. And vacuolar protein sorting 37A is involved in cell growth and differentiation. So let me then some of the other products, the other hero ingredients in this product, in this particular product. Resveratrol is an antioxidant. It's anti-inflammatory. It protects against disease, can help lower blood pressure, protects the brain, eases joint pain, and it's an accelerator and helps our cells function like they're younger. Sea buckthorn improves the health of skin, the immune system, the liver, and the heart, protects against diabetes and certain cancers. NAD, you need this, and we lose it as we age. It's said that we have half of what we once had from age 25 to 50, we lose it. So that causes our metabolic function to decline. Cells use it to produce energy, and it activates proteins that support healthy DNA. NMN, which is nicotinamide mononucleotides, it's another molecule. This suppresses age-associated weight gain, enhances energy and physical activity, improves insulin sensitivity, improves eye function, improves mitochondria metabolism, that's our energy. You need an outside source for NMN because our body doesn't make it on its own, but it's also a precursor to NAD, which is that youth molecule. It fuels the body and helps the levels increase rapidly. Now, much of the NMN that you find on the market today is synthetic, which the same with our vitamins. It means it's not as effective in your body because your body doesn't recognize it. Liposomal vitamin C is a fuel that powers your body's natural collagen production, which decreases as we age, as I mentioned. So not only are you adding collagen, you're helping your body to remember to produce more on its own. It also fights free radicals and boosts your immune system. Hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid helps the skin stretch and flex and reduces skin wrinkles and fine lines. Hyaluronic acid is also proven to help wounds heal faster and can reduce scarring. Many high-quality skincare products use this, but it's most effective when taken internally. One of the most exciting things is that we can bridge the gap between NMN and NAD, which is a huge, huge advantage in helping your body age well. So let me talk about absorption for a minute too, that another reason that this collagen blows everything else out of the water is the fact that your body can actually absorb it. Most collagen on the market has peptides, which our body cannot break down and absorb. You'll see that right on their packaging. Our collagen has tripeptides. In fact, it has 70% tripeptides, which are peptides that are broken down into smaller pieces so that our body can actually use them, making the absorption rate 12 times more. So that's really what matters, is absorption. This product helps with cognitive health, your skin, biological aging, and returning back time here, and so much more. So how you take it, it's activated by you. It's a packet, as you can see there. You add with 4 to 8 ounces of water, and some people like to add a couple drops of citrus oil to it. It's freeze dried, so I like to shake it and let it sit for a minute and then reconstitute and then shake it again or stir it again. You can use one of those little frothers to mix this up as well. Collagen that is already sent as a liquid is pasteurized. So some of the product is broken down, and it also has added sugar to help preserve it. MetaPower Advantage doesn't have any of the added expense of shipping water, which adds to the weight and also impacts the environment. So my experience with MetaPower has been just remarkable. I mean, I noticed my skin particularly. My skin is just softer. Now I still have 69-year-old skin, but my energy level is better. I just don't have the same level of aches and pains. And I had some pretty good success with doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack. So this is just giving me more energy. I don't feel like I have to sleep in the afternoon. I'm sleeping better. My just overall well-being is just greatly improved using MetaPower. And other people are getting a lot of the same results. This is just what some people are saying, that, you know, better sleep, cravings are gone, weight's down, anxiousness is less. People are just noticing overall that they are getting compliments on how they look. In fact, I was at the gym the other day and joining a new gym, and the woman said to me, "You're 69." And I'm like, yes, that's a win. So I love that. So there's some really remarkable results. And doTERRA has a 30-day product guarantee that if you try this and you just can't do it, like they'll give you your money back. But if you take this consistently, you're going to see results. So this is how you use it. So the MetaPower system is designed, as I said, to be used together, but you do what you want. Like some people who don't want to lose weight, they're just using maybe just the Advantage because that's the most important thing. But if you start off with the entire system, you get to try all the different products, and then you decide what you're going to replace. So how you use it is you take the packet, which is a little sachet, dump it in water, shake it up, take it once a day. I take that along with my Lifelong Vitality Pack, which is my nutrition. You take the MetaPower Assist, which is for the blood sugar regulation. You take that with your highest carb meal of the day. Now, if you're going to have another high carb meal later in the day, I would take another one, and you do that 15 minutes before your meal. So you're just doing those two things once a day. And then the MetaPower Oil and the caplets and the gum and the things that kind of go along with that, which help with cravings and help with the fat cell maturation. Take that throughout the day. Like I take it in my water in the morning. After lunch, I take a capsule, and after dinner, I take a capsule. And then I like to chew the gum in the afternoon. Really refreshes my breath, but also just great if at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm just feeling like I need to chew on something. So that's as simple as it is. Now, the thing is that if you take it every day, you're going to see results. If you're going to be spotty about it, you're not going to get results because your body, you're really basically here improving your body's overall metabolic health. And you need to do that on a consistent basis for that to be effective. So when someone gives you a shout out for something awesome you did, but you know it was MetaPower, I know that that has a lot to do with how I feel and look as I get older. So I'm just really, really happy about that. And I know so many people that are getting similar experiences. So this is how it looks. Now, if you're already a doTERRA customer, you can just order this on your loyalty order and get the best price. But if you're not a customer yet, the best way to start is with the metabolic, this whole system, which is $179. What's going to happen then is you're only going to be replacing the MetaPower Assist and the MetaPower Advantage on a monthly basis. The other things will carry through for longer until you figure out which of those that you want to just kind of consider using. So you get to play around with that. So after that, I think the MetaPower Advantage itself is $84. Now, if you try to put together all the components that are in that, you're going to spend 4 times more than that, particularly if you're buying a high quality NMN. And this MetaPower Advantage, one of the brilliant things about it is it's a delivery system for NMN, which is the molecule that helps your body create more NAD, which is the aging hormone, or the youth molecule, right? So that's what I love about it. So if you are a customer now, just order it on your own account. If you're not, you can either scan this QR code or message me and I'll get you a link to get you started. And then you have my support along the way. So what's preventing you from living your best life? Is it maturing fat cells? Are you not happy with that? Blood sugar spikes, cellular integrity, or are you taking inferior supplements and you're just not seeing results? The thing that I can offer you and that doTERRA can offer you is to shift all those things into some place that's in a more positive experience. So I work with three types of people. I have customers who just love to use natural products, have been exposed to natural products and are like, okay, I want to know more about this. doTERRA and I have a great education system to help teach people how to become students of the natural health lifestyle. Or maybe you're a sharer. You might be somebody who, when you love something, you tell the world about it and you share about it. Well, doTERRA has a pretty amazing program that I'll refer to in a second, where you can actually get some free product just for doing that. Or maybe you want to build a business. Maybe you want to pay a bill. Maybe you want to, change your life. Maybe you want to, or change your budget. Maybe you want to pay a mortgage or even replace a job. Like you have the ability, depending on how much work you want to put into it, to have a full-time business or a part-time business with doTERRA. So doTERRA's Refer a Friend program is for anybody. If you love your products, all you have to do is share a link that's in your account with someone else, tell them what to get, they order it, they get wholesale pricing, and you get 20% of whatever it is that they have ordered in product money, really, which is called doTERRA dollars, which you can use just like money. So it's a great, great program for you to learn to get things for free. So I'm going to just move on from here now. And if you have any questions, I'm going to ask you to message or text or email me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I have a bunch of education. I have an email series about MetaPower if you need more information than this, but that's basically it. So I'm hoping that this was helpful for you. And if you'd like some support from me, just reach out.